سيد الأنبياء المرسلين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وري الصلاة والسلام عليك يا رسول الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا حبيب الله. The excellence of writing salat upon the Prophet, the master of Medina, the final Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, while addressing those who praise Allah Almighty and recite salat upon Prophet after salah, supplicate it will be accepted, as it will be given. The excellence of crying in the fear of Allah, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam would stand in prayer. The sound of his testing rumbling as he shut in fear could be heard from a mile away. Who is the greatness percentage of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Subhanallah, the greatness. Fear someone has of Allah, the higher their rank. We have just heard about the intense fear of Allah, possessed by Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, would cannot express. Possessed by Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam would cannot express how great a rank as he. After you beloved Prophet, how great a rank. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam is the greatness of all creation. Ilama Mufti Jalaluddin Amjadi Rahmatullahi alayhi has started on pages 194-195 of his work Islami Talim. After the messenger of Sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Prophet Ibrahim sallallahu alaihi wasallam has a greater rank. After him, Prophet Musa, Isa and Noah alayhi salam have the highest rank, respectively with the holy personage referred to Mursalin or Azam. Sallu al Habib. Crying tree and stone, as found on page 45 of the book of Fiqh, published by Maktabul Madina, the publishment department of Da'wat Islami. When Prophet Yahya alayhi salam stood to offer salah, he would weep extremely in fear of Allah, said that trees and plant of the earth extremely would cry with him, seeing his son and shed tear in the fashion. Prophet Zakaria alayhi salam would also weep until becoming unconscious due to constantly shedding. Would had appeared on the blessed cheek of the Prophet Yahya alayhi salam. His respected mother rahmatullahi alayhi would affix woolen bandage the blessed cheek of the reason. He cried every time he stood to offer. As a result, the woolen bandage of the wood become soaked in this blessed tear when his respected mother rescued them out to drag them. He saw and feared onto the arm his mother of basic Allah Almighty in this word, O Allah Almighty, there are my trees, she is my mother and I am bossman. Where are you, Arhamur Rahimin, the most merciful?
أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة والسلام عليك يا رسول الله الصلاة والسلام عليك يا حبيب الله الصلاة والسلام عليك يا نبي الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا نور الله. Today's my topic is the excellence of crying in the fear of Allah. The excellency of reciting salat upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The master of Medina, the final Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, which addressing those who praise Allah Almighty and recite salat upon Prophet after salah, supplicate, it will be accepted, ask, it will be given. Dear Islamic brothers, crying in fear of Allah Almighty and out of love for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a blessing of great magnitude. Intending to gain reward the merits of crying to this, and I presented here upon world the reader as an invitation towards goodness and form of encouragement. If only we become those of soul disposition who cry in fear of Allah Almighty and out of love for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sallu ala al-Habib. Those not crying were forgiven for the sake of those who did. Sunnah in respect gatherings, many sacred of knowledge and congregation of not all and all degrees of greatness. A person should attend them from beginning to end, as he does not know when his heart shall be opened, becoming overwhelmed with emotion in the process. His heart may well up with tears due to the sincerity of his heart. He may then be sheltered by divine mercy, and every Muslim present there may be forgiven due to the blessing of a single person's sincere tears. Let us observe a hadith which details how a large amount of individual may be forgiven due to those who shed tears in virtuous gatherings. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was once delivering a sermon when an attendee began to cry. Seeing this, he explained, if all such Muslims whose sins are equal to mountains were present amongst you today, they would be forgiven due to the crying of the single person. This is because angels were also crying with him and supplicating, O Allah Almighty, accept the intercession of the crying in fear of those not crying. Tear equal to the head of a fly. The final prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has stated, whichever Muslim has tears from his eyes in fear of Allah, despite them being equal to just the head of a fly, and with tears coming upon the visible part of his eye, of his face, Allah will ordain him haram upon hellfire.